You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday.
April 9th, 2020.
Flawless.
Hey, guys and gals and folks. Thank you for tuning in to Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast brought to you through the means of technology and pumped through to your ears.
Pump it.
Pump it real good.
I'm your host. I'm your host this morning, afternoon, or evening, Jess, and I will be taking you through all of our fun games that we will be doing to waste all of your time for the next foreseeable future. How long that is, we don't know, because we're recording it, and the only person that knows that is you, that is in our future.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Tonight's loyal fan.
Tonight's loyal.
We don't pay for franchising fees.
Tonight's loyal. Unlock the rest of this quote for $4.99.
How about Italian fees?
Oh, Italian. No. They've been through enough.
Agreed.
Okay. If you haven't realized it yet, while I would like to believe I can do such an amazing vast of different voices, I am not going to be doing this by myself. I am accompanied by some wonderful cohorts that are named
Dave.
John.
Cody?
Yes, those are their names. Remember them to your heart. Draw a picture in your mind's eye of what they look like. Because that's how they're going to look like for the rest of this episode. And make sure you leave it in any of the comments of what they look like.
I
really want to see it now. Yeah. So I think that's everything. We're just going to get started with this first segment.
Was that a spooky voice?
Yeah.
Style it. Here we go. Art. What you want to know? Jess is gonna shape our minds like Play-Doh. A to the R to the final T. Art's been around since the dawn of humanity. Marble, oils, whatever the medium. Jess is gonna shout it from on top the proscenium. Grab your notebook and make a note. Cause Jess is the best. Jess is the GOAT. Style it.
All right, folks, I'm going to talk to something that I bet you a lot of you have been watching lately when you have been holed up in your rooms and your houses in front of televisions, and that is the cartoon. Now, I'm not going to talk about the type of cartoon that you think I'm going to talk about. No. We are not talking about Daffy Duck or Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, or any of those anime characters. I love you, My Hero Academia, but that's not what I want to talk about. I don't care what you're going to go through, Kachan. I don't care what's happening to you, Bakugo,
so angry.
Because in the end, you're just going to believe it, and you stole that from Naruto, and I understand. What I'm talking about here are cartoons. The things that were originally created for the fine artists of our time during the Renaissance to put up giant frescoes and oil paintings that were larger than motherfucking life. Because what they called when they had just a basic outline of what they thought they were gonna paint was called a cartoon. How would they make that? All right, they would get their homemade paper because they weren't little bitches that went down to Target or Walmart to pick up their paper. No. They made their own, and they made a really flimsy paper, and they would carve into it with like a tool that technically cut the paper, so it was really just a motherfucking stencil. And then what they would do with the stencil is they would get a little ball of charcoal and they would thwack the living shit out of the wall so that the charcoal would go through the tiny little slit that they cut in this nice flimsy paper, quote unquote flimsy paper that they made, so that when they pulled it back, they just had an outline, also known as a cartoon, so that they could make true motherfucking art.
Damn.
Woo.
Disclaimer, I do believe cartoons can be art, but in that sense, cartoons were like that.
I was going to say, did you just say that Avatar: The Last Airbender was not art? Because I take offense.
Bro, if I tried to take that stance, then I would have to say that Book of Kells was not art, and there's no way I could argue that. Or Kira was not art, which there's no way you can argue that.
no.
And you can't argue that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was not art. Like, freaking Sleeping Beauty, Disney made them recreate using the same type of painting techniques, like Renaissance backgrounds. Like, each one of those backgrounds in Sleeping Beauty took people years to do.
Yeah.
So it's art.
What?
But yeah. Oh yeah.
No, yeah. Sleeping Beauty almost bankrupted Disney. Like, it was that, like, over the top, like, amazing work.
Hey folks, let's keep it moving on to the next segment, which is gonna be this one.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go fruitwards.
Okay, so the way that this game works, folks, is it's called Fruitwards. We have one color card that's green and another color card that's red. We're not going to tell you which one is which, but one might be an adjective and the other one happens to be a noun. What we'll do is we'll read these two words, and these two words are going to inspire a scene that you'll hear after we've said what the words are, had our jolly laughs about the words, and moved on. At the end of the scene, you'll hear this. That is the only type of bell that I have in my possession during our social distancing
Is it a kettlebell?
segments and season. No, it's I got them in Epcot.
Ooh.
They're like little finger thingies. I got them a long time ago.
Oh, finger symbols are the best.
Yeah, I got them a long time ago. My mother was very proud. I don't know why.
Does Kevin belly dance?
No,
Oh,
he should.
that's fine.
Can-
Whatever. Go ahead. I don't give a shit.
All right, so the words that we got were
You can do it. I believe in you. Nobody help her.
Lilliputian.
Yeah,
Yep, perfect.
nailed it.
Oh, good. I gotta mess this one up then. Blah, 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 blah. No. Rubadub.
Wow. Lilliputian Rubadub.
All right, Mr. Gulliver, just lay down on the table right here.
Okay.
All righty. So we're still working out the kinks of that's good. Working out the kinks of how this whole like massage business is gonna go.
Yeah,
But
'cause of the ropes.
there's gonna be three of us all up here on your back doing the massaging. So we're gonna try it out. And thanks so much for being our guinea pig.
Well, you got me tied down like this. I don't really have much of a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's for the chakras.
Man, this thing's been charging for a while. It is going to have some juice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whoa.
There
Wow.
we go.
I felt that.
That was a lot.
Do you feel it in the chakras or like just as a,
It was a shock. Yeah.
but in your chakras?
Yeah.
Did you
Right
feel
around
it?
what's the belly button one?
Oh, they have names?
Yeah, that was the one. I felt it. It was weird because it was way up on my shoulders, but I felt it in the belly button chakra.
Oh, interesting. Annabelle, do you have the acupuncture needles?
Oh, yes, I have them right here.
Okay, yeah.
I have
Go ahead and
one-
start stabbing him with those.
Okay.
You want-
You might feel a small pressure from every single individual needle. Each one, you are going to feel as though your entire body has slipped into hell itself.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we do the shocking again. That's going to be fun.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I know I'm an adventurer, but
One.
oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, you can continue on. This will be like one of those burning hells in the background.
Okay. Wow, one of those. Yes, I'm very familiar. Ooh.
Okay, and I think I found a knot here. I'm just going to jump up and down on it for a while.
Get back. Oh.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah, I second thought. Why don't we?
Okay, the funny thing with the zappies, it's gonna arc between the needles. Which is,
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, man, that's fun.
Anybody smell burnt hair?
Oh, we only burnt the hair? I gotta crank this up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
There we go.
It's like a free wax at the same time.
Oh, does anybody
What?
smell burnt toast?
Oh, ooh. Let's get some lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I'll just leave this on 11. We'll be fine.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. There's a scene.
It
Liar.
was.
Oh my gosh. That is the scariest masseuse.
But afterwards, you feel
A
amazing.
rub-a-dub.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Okay. So that was a Fruitwards, and here is our next segment.
What have you been up to? To what have you been?
So I'm gonna start with Cody.
Well,
Because
that's me.
normally we do it in a circle, which means Cody's been in the center every time.
It's good. I like being in the center of the
Break
circle.
the circle. Yeah.
Will the circle be? Oh, she just said it. Oh,
Is the
Yeah, I said it's gonna be
circle of
broken.
please don't sue me. Anyway,
We can't pay for franchising rights. Hey, okay. How's it going? How's it going, Cody? What's up?
things are going surprisingly well. I'm being really chill. I'm working out every day now instead of once
Nice.
every other month or so, like I used to do.
Oh, wow.
Like Jenny's really on it, and even Casey, my bro, is getting in on it. Like, yeah, let's work out. We're working out. It's fantastic. I am. What do the kids say? Dead ass on God. I am hooked on this new game. It's not new. It's been around for 7 years. It's called Warframe.
Oh, okay.
I played it a couple years ago at the advice of a friend, and I just got back into it because they were like, "Oh, free giveaway on Twitch Prime," and I was like, "All right, I guess I'll." And it's just been one of those. Do I have 30 seconds free? Okay, Warframe mission. Oh, I guess I'm done with Warframe. Time for Warframe. And
Oh, jeez.
it is an excellent combination of like good action and a Skinner box of like, you beat this mission. Here's a reward. And I'm like, I want that reward. And so that has been taking a lot of my gaming time. Casey and I are still absolutely killing it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/midtier entertainment.
I know that you had talked about like a recording at one of the escape rooms and stuff. Have you been doing more on-site stuff as well?
In the most recent past, not so much. We've done a couple things at home here. We have a couple like special episodes coming out, kind of being topical and talking about the current situation of the world, which is what good comedy often aspires to be, is topical.
Right, right.
And we're just having a ton of fun being creative. It's the first time I don't remember if I said this last time, but it's the first time I've stuck with a project in a long time beyond the initial, oh, this will be fun. Oh, I did the first step. I'm bored. And then went on to something else.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. I'm glad that you're sticking with it because it sounds like it's like going really well for you too. So
Thank you.
that's good. That's good. I like hearing good things happening to the peoples that I enjoy having in my life.
Yeah.
the
Video
peepos.
games and YouTube. I am living the couch potato dream.
And working out every day.
And working out every day.
working out.
That's like
So-
the gym head's dream.
Yeah. Did you like set up like a home gym or something or?
We don't have like a weight bench or anything like crazy sophisticated like that. Jenny
man.
found this place called 9 Round where it's like kind of like a kickboxing fitness
Right,
type place. And since we can't really leave, they have all these YouTube videos that they release for the members. So every day it's like 9 segments of like 2 minutes each with 30-second active breaks where it's like instead of just resting, you do like, sit-ups or like straight punches or like plank. And so you really don't get a break and it's kind of crazy. But it's
Nice.
been feeling really good and like I'm flexing right now. You can't tell, but I'm getting swole. It's awesome.
Weird flex, but
Great.
okay.
It
No,
was a
we
weird
just-
flex.
It like you gotta say, like, one thing that could be a positive in all of this is that when summer comes around, everybody's gonna have a summer bod. Like that thing that people like complain about.
Don't promise that.
Yeah, I've already been baking a lot, so
oh no. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that, John?
God, that was brilliant.
My quarantine is going pretty well thus far. I started working from home very shortly after our last episode recorded. And so that's going well thus far. Still ironing out some of the kinks and and remote working and all that, but seems to be going pretty well. And enjoying being able to pay more attention to just the house in general, like getting the lawn and yard under control, and doing some better cooking than usual. Like we were some of the lucky folks that already had flour, so I baked some bread, and that that always is really nice. It's always amazing how much more filling homemade bread is than store-bought bread.
Dude, right.
Yeah. Also, what is up with all the flour? Like, I know that y'all don't know how to bake. So, like, why?
I know. Yeah. Well, and what was extra funny was at first people were just buying flour and all the yeast was still there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so it was like,
They want that dense ass bread.
Oh
my
god.
god.
I mean, I guess technically you could make soda bread, but all the baking powder and baking soda was still there too. It's
oh my god. Yeah, I went to a grocery store this weekend, and all the baking stuff was completely filled except for the flour.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't think they know how to bake.
Yeah.
Or it's like they all just plan on making like gravies or something. I don't know, like a lot of gravy.
Just a whole lot of matzah, I guess.
Oh, so much. All right. Okay. Yeah. So anything else other than telecommuting and not much baking?
Not really, no. Just living that introvert life,
Yeah.
Yeah, spending a lot of time with my dogs.
Aww,
yeah.
Best time.
Yes. It's wonderful to be able to look at your dog napping on the couch and say, that's a good idea. I'm going to join him. And actually being able to do that.
Oh, yes.
Very nice. Very nice. I love it.
Nice.
Dave!
Ah!
Hey!
Hi! What? Hi!
Get off of Minecraft!
Yes, Minecraft every weekend. It's good.
What's going on? What's the house?
Yeah, so I has been discussed before on this show. I work for a state agency. I work for an essential state agency, apparently.
Ooh.
And consequently, the people have been very reticent to let people not show up to work. And so I've been still going in every day for the full 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
And then as at the time of recording, we just got permission to do some telework.
Some?
Because, my job is mostly, on a day-to-day basis, it's mostly emails and phone calls, which I can do remotely without access to any networks.
Ooh.
But they wanted people still in headquarters for some reason. Anyway, got all the paperwork signed. They asked us to put together a schedule of when people would be in because they still wanted people in the office every day. It just didn't have to be all of us because I work in a unit of 4 plus a manager.
Right.
So unit of 3.
Oh,
zing! I'm just kidding. That was too good to pass up. I'm sorry.
It was too good.
Should have passed it up.
I should have.
Anyway, so we came up with a plan late last week where we would each of us be in the office 2 days a week so that there would be coverage and this, that, and the other thing. And then over the weekend, I was kind of following the news a little bit and was moving from the position of, stoic, vigilance towards sort of more like real concern and fear. And so when I went into the office on Monday, I said, hey, don't know if you've looked at the news lately, but I don't really want to be here.
Right.
So, we sent that up the chain. And consequently, now I only need to be in the office once a week. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be a full day.
Good.
But
I
I
just want to
definitely,
expose you to as much as possible.
I definitely have to show my face at least once a week. But the rest of the week, I'll be able to work from home unless I get called in. I'm on call basically, where if they say, hey, you need to come in for whatever reason, I still have to go in. But
Right.
I feel much better regardless.
Yeah.
Good. That's good because it's getting scary and one.
Oh yeah.
Because so much of this shit is managed by old school people who are like, people are literally only productive when they're in the office and never any other time ever.
I know.
How about fuck off? And okay, that was it. Sorry, waxed angry for a minute.
Okay.
I'm good now.
It's okay.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm super lucky with where I'm at. It was like a few days before everything really got serious as far as shelter in place and all that kind of stuff. My agency was already having us all fill out telework agreements just to have them ready to go and kind of trying to figure out logistics because they were like, no, we're getting people out of here.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I was pretty lucky in that sense too, because my company, we started telecommuting early, Monday last week, and we had talked about it the Friday beforehand. And my boss had already been telecommuting for a week because he might have or they might have potentially been in contact with someone who was infected. So as soon as they found out, they self-quarantined and just locked themselves down.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, so here's all the folks that are still working through all of this, here's hoping that everything goes as well as it can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, essential workers. My hat's off to you. I've got a sister who is she's a nurse, so she's an essential worker. So she still has to go in. I've got a brother-in-law who's a vet tech. Fun fact: veterinarians, they're considered essential. So all veterinarians and vet techs have to go in as well. Well, not have to go in, but
they're allowed to go in.
They're allowed to go in.
Yeah. Incidentally, Jess, what have you been up to?
Oh, me? Yeah.
Go ahead,
Continue.
Sorry, yeah.
You had already started.
I was trying to make it seamless, man.
Yeah, but I have to say.
You're trying to make it organic.
Don't be
ridiculous.
appreciate it.
Carbon. There, I made it organic.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh Lord.
Stuck in low
Yeah,
diet.
I've got
Nice.
family members. I've got a family member that works at a grocery store. They're dealing with that in a different state, but yeah, and then Kevin, he works for he's a courier. He's a letter carrier. And so they are all considered essential.
Right.
Mail rain nor sleet nor dark of
night.
Yeah.
And dark of virus, yeah. Yeah, and that is meeting with its own issues that I don't think I can go into.
Yeah.
Because who knows how many legal actions are going to be taken against certain parts of what. I don't know what's going on. I do know that they're not taking care of them. And that's why there's a petition going around the United States saying, hey, take care of these people. Because they're not.
Hey,
And we all know if the government respects one thing, it's petitions.
Oh boy, howdy. They sure do.
I'm sorry. Cynicism.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. But so I don't know. It's I know the last time that we did like our check-in kind of thing, I was like, I'm freaking out. And I still have a bit of an existential dread. I'm like, I work for a small business, so we're really banking on the bill that's sitting in Congress right now.
Yeesh.
Without that bill, like, we're in a bad spot, I guess. Without that bill, I don't get paid. Like right now, I'm currently moved off of salary and gone on to on-call instead. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun. So I've just kind of been home. I have been playing a video game called Danganronpa. Yeah?
Did you say Danganronpa? I just played Trigger Happy Panic or Trigger. I played Trigger Happy Panic on stream.
Oh, you did?
It's so
it's the first. That's the first one, right, or whatever. Yeah.
It's weird as shit.
I freaking am like so excited for this game. I've only gone through like the prologue and chapter 1, so I'm like very early in on the game. Did
I mention it's weird as shit?
Oh, I love it. So I guess the creator was worried that all the characters would look super anime-ish or something.
He was right.
So they got someone who had never done that kind of character design before to design the characters.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of crazy stuff the dude tried to do because like it was really difficult for them to pitch the game in the first place. And yeah, and now it's got like a giant following, which is pretty cool, which is why I'm playing it.
What do you like about it now that you've actually like begun playing it based on what you've heard about it?
So I've just heard if you like Tokidoki Literature Club, play this game.
Oh my god.
And I loved that game. And
Monica.
in a lot of Monica. Oh god. I love you, but I hate you. Because the worst part was that I wanted to romance them in the beginning, and you can't, and you're like, well, that's stupid, alright. I guess I'll settle for the. You kind of can, but they don't like do blatant romance things. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll settle on this person instead. Oh so boy, howdy. Yeah. So, but in that type of fashion, the people who recommended that game in Danganronpa also in the same fashion, like no spoilers. So I don't know too much about it, just that like if you like this, you're gonna like this. And so far I've been pretty pleased. We've been grading the people in the class on a scale of 1 to 10, how much we like them. Kevin and I have. The psychic guy. Yeah, he's 100 out of 10.
Oh, the hippie with the huge hair?
Yeah, he's like one of our favorites. Love him. Do not like the writer. Hater.
Oh.
Don't like her.
There's several of them I hate. She's among them.
I don't like her.
And by among them, I mean I hate her.
I don't like. I want her to die or to be the killer so I can accuse her. And
or both.
I can move on with my life. Or both. Oh, I see. I don't know enough about the game. I don't know. But yeah. So just for the time being, I've been staring off through windows, screaming in my head. I am very fortunate that I have a patio. Like I have a backyard.
Nice.
And our backyard has a patio. And since last year, Kevin and I have been working hard about like having like a habitable garden-like patio. So our backyard is filled with like a bunch of succulents because they're easy during the summer and they survived and they're big and growing, and then a bunch of flowers on our back wall. So we've got a bunch of pretty flowers that survived from last year, and it's all very nice. We have songbirds that chill in a tree right behind our house.
Love it.
It's like this is at the time of this recording with the quarantine in place. I'm sorry, the shelter in place. Like, I'm a very lucky, fortunate person.
Yeah.
So I just keep trying to go back to that to fend off the existential crisis that I feel with everything else that's going on. Like most people, I think. So that's what's going on.
All right.
With me, and I think that is sufficient for us to move on to the next segment as I grab the cards off my shelf. Okay.
Listen here, card grabber.
I'm a card. I built a new shelf during this quarantine, and I put it on my wall, and my cards sit on that shelf. So now they have their own special spot.
Awesome.
Ha. Yeah. I'm
Find out
resourceful.
what the cards have in store, what the fates have in store.
Doodly, 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 doodly.
Doodly doodly. I just assume you're going to add space into this because I don't remember how long the scene Foretold intro is.
Welcome. Why don't you join us as we lay down the cards? Find out what the fates have in store as Jess leads us through the scene Foretold.
Yeah, I added it in post.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the way that this game's The Scene Foretold works is I have a deck of cards. These are the Anima Mundi cards. They were created by Megan Wyreden. And we'll take a picture. I'll take a picture of the card and we can put it up on our site or our Instagram or what have you so you can see the adorable cuteness of these cards.
Aww.
What I will do is I will pull one of the cards from the deck and we will see what that card is about. We will use that card then, and I will describe it for my fellow cohorts as well, since the picture can sometimes inspire a scene. But since we are social distancing, actually, I can just send it to everybody.
You can put a
Yeah.
picture on Facebook, yeah.
I'll send a picture to everybody to inspire the scene, but I will still describe it because I said I would, and
Good.
that is for our lovely listeners that are listening this morning, evening, or afternoon.
We're all men of our words, except for Jess, who is in fact a woman.
I am an individual of my...
I was quoting Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dialogue.
I was quoting Pirates
Okay,
of the Caribbean.
You know what? Which one?
The one that line's in.
Get good, Scrub.
Okay.
Get good, Scrub!
Oh, dear me. Okay, all right.
How dare they?
All right, here we go. We got Justice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It is a lion sitting between two pillars, with a sword at its feet and stars in the background.
Ooh.
Justice is a major arcana. It is
That's super
the
cool.
11th of the house. That's Hangman. So Justice. All right. The Justice card is objective, fair, and honest. It may indicate a need to bring balance back into your life. Be aware that every action has consequences. If you are dealing with a legal matter, know that justice will prevail. All right. So those are our suggestions for it. Yeah. I've gathered you all here as the great representatives of the best nations of this continent.
Yes.
Yes, we are pretty good. We're pretty great. We're pretty great, all of us.
Pretty all right.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I think you need a little more confidence in yourself. You do pretty good. You've got great agriculture.
You've got triple the GDP of the rest of us combined.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
smashing it
I
over
mean-
here.
You really are. Like, I appreciate the humbleness.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. But it is not required when we are in this circle. I'll even draw the circle on the ground. So as long as we're all in this circle,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
we don't need to be humble.
All right, let's all stand in the circle. Yes.
All right. I'm sorry, it's a really tight circle.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little sorry. I was going to shower and then I didn't.
I accept your culture as it is.
Oh, hi. Is this the Continental Leaders Circle? Can I just hop on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
gosh. I didn't know you were coming,
hi.
Jerry.
We invited Jerry.
Hi.
I invited
Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh,
He's got a country on this continent.
technically.
I mean,
So,
it's
what's the plan, huh?
Well, we hadn't really.
we were just going
just
through the introductory formalities, Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys need a paper mache boat? We're good
Wow.
at paper mache.
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did.
That was out of left field, Jerry.
I mean, it's
This is a
our primary
serious-
export is paper mache.
We know, Jerry.
So I figure, maybe you need a boat.
Paper
When we
boats.
need-
Paper boats are the best, Jerry. You knocked it
Good.
out of the park again.
Could we take the conversation of paper mache toy boats offline?
Oh, it's not a toy boat.
Hmm?
It's not a toy boat.
It's a real boat?
It's a yacht.
You make real boat.
It's not
a
a
what?
real boat. It's a yacht. Did I hear you right?
Is that member Stevedore the culture?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm just shocked.
I understand.
Fully functioning 40-foot yacht made entirely of paper mache. Except for the
Pepper
engine.
mache?
Accents. Debrinstein.
sorry.
Accents.
I'm so-
Papier mache.
Hey,
Sorry.
Jerry, come on in the circle here.
Oh, okay.
Just
Oh, God.
squeeze it.
Just-
Oh, it's really tight.
Ooh,
I
it's a
apologize.
little
I'm
teeny tiny circle.
sorry.
Yeah.
Depth perception can't figure sizes out. I've gathered us all here
Yes.
Sorry.
for the very,
Oh,
very real situation
Yes.
Mhm.
of what are we going to do about
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you're going to do something about me?
Four.
Oh,
Four, Jerry.
for
Yeah,
what are we
the-
going to do for Jerry?
For-
We
Jerry.
weren't gonna tell
Poor
you
Jerry.
about the surprise, but now you're here.
or are you
I
guys
forgot.
going to give me an award or something?
Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn it,
Um,
Bethany, he guessed it.
Ah.
Yes,
It's
it
the
was.
season.
We're supposed to give you an award.
An award? Wow,
Yeah,
an award.
for your yachts.
I mean,
Yacht Wards.
A
I mean-
Titanic yacht.
Oh,
that's really
As it would
exciting.
work.
That's really exciting, guys. I really appreciate it, but don't take this the wrong way. But is it cool with you if I make the award myself out of paper mache?
I mean,
Would it
Because it's just, I
possibly
got like my whole decor set already.
decor?
Oh,
Uh,
I mean,
that
And
maybe
I
we
just
should.
don't
that
think
might
like
be-
a gold plated whatever is gonna like go with it.
Gold plated.
right, because my country primarily exports gold and gems and,
Right? Yeah,
and sparkly,
yeah, that
shiny
stuff.
things. So
Yes.
Mm.
Yes,
Right.
and my country makes a lot of shoes, and of course Harris's country makes a lot of cement.
Everything is so heavy,
Mm-hmm.
We thought we would
including
team
our
up,
humor. Haha.
make some gold-plated cement
Ah.
shoes.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the
That's
way,
what
I like
trade
your new
brings you.
cologne, Harris.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. It's Eau de Gravel.
I was gonna guess Calvin Klein blue.
That's, a lot of people mistake them. We're looking a little more earthy this year for our national fashion. We thought something a little more, down to earth would be appropriate.
Yes, literally.
What do you mean?
Well, it's sort of poopy.
I'm sure I must be mishearing you.
Well, no, get back in the circle then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No humility.
I'm done.
Oh no, I thought I was going back in the circle.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Oh dear.
This is
Jerry,
is
you
very
started
confusing.
a war.
Yes.
Did I?
We may have to kill a
Blame
lot of
Jerry.
people. Okay.
Jerry, why would you go and do that? Why would you go start
Damn you,
a
Jerry!
war?
Damn you and your
Come on,
paper
Jerry.
yachts!
Classic
Come
Jerry.
on.
ruining everyone's lives.
Everyone was getting along.
Classic.
Classic Jerry. Jerry, you know what this means?
Jerry.
Boo, Jerry.
My country's gonna make a lot of money off of
Jerry,
all the-
boo.
paper mache guns we're making.
But boo, to what?
Only if you
That-
trade them to me
what?
and not to Stevedore.
Wait, whoa,
Yes,
no,
Harris, you
don't
watch your
trade
t-
them to me too.
No, I didn't say anything.
Everyone
I
back
need
in the
double.
circle.
I'm not. Okay,
Everyone
fine.
back in the circle.
Back in the circle. Fine.
Let's have a
So
piece.
tight.
A piece
Let's
of
have a
what?
piece.
Does
Okay,
anybody
but, I mean-
have a piece of paper that we can write a declaration of peace on?
I bet Jerry does, the bastard.
I've got some paper here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give
I
you.
was gonna-
I'll give you 30,000 Harrisonian dollars for it.
I will give you 40,000 mine dollars for it.
I'll give you balloons because of the inflation. Was that a joke?
Oh.
That was amazing.
Wow. Damn it, Jerry.
That was the scene foretold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings us
Where?
Back to dough.
the deer, the feet. No, because it was a lion.
What's a female lion called?
Lioness,
Okay.
right?
Carry on.
Yes.
I'm just spouting Lion King right now. I don't know.
Are you a little tea spout?
Short and
Short and stout.
Stout?
Well, I'm not that stout, but I'm short. So yes.
Glad we solved that.
Yes. All right. So that means that we are moving into the final game of the evening, which is
what could it be?
because I really love my clingy clangies. We're going to do good, bad, and worse advice.
Ooh. I always give terrible advice.
Mm-hmm. So, to play this a little more loose, especially since we are away from, like, we're not physically in the same room, I'm going to assign each of you for the first question if you're good, bad, or worse advice.
Okay.
And then
Excellent.
just know that when you answer the next question, you don't answer with the same level. Yeah. So whoever, and we'll do it easy. So it'll be the first person that says it is good, the second that says it is bad, and the third one that says it is worse. Okay.
Gotcha.
So it's good, bad, worse in that order. So yeah, I'm going to open up questions to our Patreon. If they have any questions or they need some advice from my cohorts. And I'm going to say, just to make it easy for you, Dave, I want you to give the good advice.
Okay.
Cody, you're going to give bad advice. John,
Yes.
you're going to give the worst advice for this first
Okay.
question. Okay?
Wow, I got to give good advice for this. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay.
And I
so,
like setting the bar for John.
Yeah. So the first question I have from our Patreon audience is, I think my boss is secretly planning to replace me at work. What should I do?
Well, I think that wow, that sucks. My suggestion to you would be to it's a two-pronged approach. Prong number one,
You get 10 seconds.
start looking for work. To prong number two, find out if it's true by the rumor mill. Great. That was good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cody.
The most important thing to do at work is to establish dominance. In meetings, in work, at lunch, you have to show your boss and your coworkers that you are the one in charge with body language, profanity, and general taking up the room with your godlike presence. That's what you need.
All right. Okay. And John.
Okay, so what you're going to need to do is go up to your boss and challenge them to ritual combat because by law they have to accept, and whoever wins is now the boss. That's just how it works. And so if you win, now you're the boss. If you lose, you're dead. And so either way, your problem is done.
All right, very good. I hope that helps you out. Oh, and we've got another question coming through. What should I name my next foster animal?
You should name your next foster animal after your favorite type of liquor, because that actually is always a weirdly cute, wholesome pet name, I've found.
I didn't think about that is. Oh,
Yeah.
vodka. Oh,
Yeah.
vodka.
Or like one of my dogs is named Hennessy, you know.
Aw.
Oh, I could have an elderflower. What is the elderflower liqueur? It's like Il Flortini. Oh, that'd be so cute. A little fluffy chow. Okay, next person.
Dave?
Yeah, well, your next foster animal, if you're going to give it a name, you save the good names for the real pets. If it's a foster pet, then you got to go for something, I don't know, maybe even only one syllable, something short, something that you can yell when you're angry.
Any examples? 10 seconds.
Shit.
All right, okay, Cody.
The best name for any pet is the name of the most painful relationship ex you have, but you add a fun adjective at the beginning, like sexy or irresistible. And so that way, when your dog's out in the lawn, you're like, hey, sexy Susan. And the whole neighborhood knows that your dog got out and that your ex was named Susan.
Sexy Susan.
Boy, sexy Susan.
Where did she go?
So, walking down the street saying bark,
Do
bark,
what
bark,
did
bark, 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 bark,
do.
woof.
I'm gonna get
No, I changed the words.
Oh, okay. I did not.
Right? Oh,
And
and
the
it was
song.
parody. It was in parody. Anyway, so I've got a question here for you. I am trying to be better about portion size with my meals. What are some suggestions that I can do to make sure that I'm eating the right amount?
Okay, I actually have actual good advice on this. What you want to do is whenever you make or order food, as soon as you get it, as soon as it's ready, like in front of you to eat, immediately take a portion of it, sometimes a half, sometimes a quarter, and put that in a storage container and put it away. So that way you are eating the portion of the meal instead of it sitting in front of you and you're like, oh, I got to throw this away, or oh, I have to eat the rest of this even though I'm full. It's already stored and put away and you can eat it later. Thus, you're decreasing your portion size and you have leftovers for later. So you get spread those calories out throughout the day versus getting 1,800 in one sitting.
Ah, very smart, very smart. All right.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Who's next?
Yeah. So what you're going to want to do is every time you sit down to have a meal, you're going to want to immediately just pour lighter fluid on it. Set it on fire. And then whatever does not burn, you eat.
All right. Okay. There we go. Let's flame it up.
All right.
Okay.
If you're worried about portion sizes, here's some advice.
Okay.
Go out and buy a new set of dishes where the dishes are all small, and then don't eat off those. Eat off of big dishes like a real person, and you can look at the small dishes and say, "Hey, that's what a pussy eats." I eat what I want, and I eat what I like, and because I like it, I eat a lot of it, and that's why I'm healthy and growing.
I'm just gonna say I love that simply because I actually went out and I bought a bunch of small dishes, and that's That's specifically what we used to eat on, and now we eat on giant dishes. Like, remember we used to eat on the tiny dishes?
How did you do that, Dave?
Hey. Wow.
Called out.
Where are those
Dave's
chimes?
food bully.
Where are those finger symbols?
All right, okay.
Shots
There they
fired.
are for you. Okay. So I hope our advice helped you out, listeners. Thank you so much for sitting, standing, running, walking, jazzercising while listening to us this morning, evening, or afternoon. We really appreciate it. We know that everything that's going on in the world can be kind of overwhelming and crazy, and we hope that this gave you an opportunity to waste some of your time. If you're listening to this into the far, far future, hopefully it doesn't set off any PTSD during this time for you guys. I'm sorry.
She's not sorry.
Oh, that was so loud in my ears.
I'm sorry, Jess. I didn't mean to be loud in your ears.
It's okay. It's okay. Dave will have to deal with balancing out all this audio.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Time super duper.
What?
PTSD.
Yeah. Okay. But thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed anything that you heard on this episode, you can always go to our website, time
Oh,
wasting
what?
pod.com.
Hey,
Time wasting pod.
No. Wasting pod.
wastingallthetime.com.
Wasting all the Patreon is time waste
Oh,
pod.
oh.
What? Go to wastingallthetime.com. You can go into our linky links and you can vote for a scene that you might have enjoyed in this episode. If there are so many things that you love about this website, then consider donating to our Patreon. Not just the website, but also the podcast. If you love the website too, then that's just enough but if you like our podcast, donate to our Patreon. And you can also always follow us on Facebook and Instagrams. And if I have my way, we're going to get a TikTok one of these days.
And we have one.
We do?
Oh, yeah, we set it up
What?
and everything. Yeah, it's all set
I
up.
was not told.
You left early.
What?
You left the meeting early and then we said...
I got so much time to waste on TikTok. Folks,
Great.
this is news to me.
Now we have to do stuff on there.
Yes!
Ah. All right, folks. Thank you so much. And we hope that you don't stick around with bated breath, but we hope that you come back on Monday when we will release the next segment of The Plot Thickens, our serialized improv show. Yeah. Is there anything that I might have missed, Dave?
I've been me.
Mm-hmm.
I have been not you.
Mm-hmm.
I have been all.
Ooh.
And
AWL.
I have been your host for wasting everything into nothingness. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
But...
Oh, damn it. There we go.
Opa!
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers. Ireland.
Interesting. All right, I want to ponder
Pause
that.
break.
I want to ponder that for this humor comedy pod. Ow! Fuck, cat.
Don't hurt
I don't
yourself,
recommend
my
that,
God.
Cody.
No, the cat. My cat has been asleep on my lap, and he just woke up and bit me. Like out of nowhere, like sleeping, purring, alternating sleep and purring, and just hard. So, hence my.
That is the most cat thing I've ever heard.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyway, I like where your head's at, and I would like to debate this with you at some point further in a non-comedy
Yeah.
frame.
I don't
Not debate,
I don't
talk
have-
about, discuss.
Yeah.